A world scorched by the sun, where no one else is alive. One man, his dog, and a robot struggle to survive on a shattered earth. A journey of hope, friendship, and courage against impossible odds. Before we begin, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell for more gripping stories like this. 15 years ago, a massive solar flare destroyed Earth's ozone layer. Deadly ultraviolet rays turned the planet into a furnace, driving temperatures to nearly 66 degrees Celsius and wiping out almost all life. Now, a lone man in a protective suit wanders through dust storms and ruins, scavenging for supplies. His wrist device suddenly beeps. Radiation is rising. With his small dog-like robot at his side, he enters an abandoned store. Inside lies a lifeless body. The shelves are nearly bare, but after searching, he finds a few packets of dog food. With a faint smile, he murmurs, "Looks like someone's having a good day." He marks his symbol on the wall and drives off in his old truck through a silent city of wreckage. Suddenly, the alarm screams again. A massive dust storm is closing in. He races back and barely reaches shelter in time. Safe for now, we learn his name. Finch, a former robotics engineer, now surviving with only his dog and a helper robot. Inside his lab, he gathers old books and begins building something extraordinary. A humanoid machine meant to outlive him. But Finch's true reason is heartbreaking. He is dying, and his time is running out. He builds the robot for one purpose, to protect his beloved dog after he's gone. After countless sleepless nights, his impossible dream comes alive. One day, the robot speaks. Finch freezes, then breaks into tears of joy. Smiling at his dog, he whispers, "Congrats, buddy. You've got a new friend." He begins testing the machine. The robot explains its 3 rules. Never harm a human, never allow a human to come to harm, and above all, protect the dog if Finch is ever gone. For the first time in years, Finch feels peace. Then the lights suddenly die. Power failure. Finch runs to the roof and sees a massive storm charging toward them. He races back and connects the robot to the weather system. "I need full data. Now." The robot replies, "A severe storm will arrive within 24 hours and last 40 days. Finch knows staying means death. Studying a map, he makes a desperate choice. "We're going west, to San Francisco." Suddenly, blood drips from his nose. Time is slipping away. With only 72% of the robot's learning complete, Finch begins teaching it to walk. Clumsy steps become steady strides. With no time left, Finch packs supplies and boards his modified survival van. Inside sit a dying man, a loyal dog, and a half-trained machine, heading into a world that wants them dead. As they pass through silent ruined cities, the robot gazes outside and softly asks, "Where did all the people go?" Finch forces a faint smile. "That's a long story. I'll tell you another time." He soon stops the van and says, "You still have a lot to learn." While searching for supplies, they enter an abandoned movie theater and discover a small stash of popcorn. Finch pours it onto a metal tray outside, and the kernels instantly explode into white fire. Without words, he shows the robot how deadly the heat has become. Suddenly, the sky turns black. A massive sandstorm is racing toward them. Finch slams the van into motion, but the storm is faster. He stops, hammers metal spikes into the ground, and secures the van with thick cables. The robot rushes to help, working beside him as the storm crashes down like a living beast. The van is violently torn as cables snap one by one. For a terrifying moment, death feels inevitable, but by luck and preparation, they survive, shaken, battered, alive. When the storm clears, Finch steps out and sees a tire shredded. With no jack, despair sets in, until the robot lifts the van with ease. Amazed, Finch fixes the tire, smiles warmly, and says, "You did great today. I think it's time you had a name, Jeff." And just like that, the robot becomes family. That night, they camp under the open sky. Finch repairs his suit and teaches Jeff a few lessons before resting. At dawn, solar panels unfold atop the van, drinking in sunlight. The rays wake Finch, only to find Jeff copying the dog's playful behavior. Laughing, Finch gently scolds him. "Don't be so loud in the morning." Jeff frowns. "I don't think the dog likes me," Finch replies softly. "He just doesn't trust you yet." They continue across the wasteland, but Finch's illness rapidly worsens. Seeing him struggle, Jeff offers, "I can drive." Finch chuckles weakly. "You were born yesterday." "Not yet." Soon, he stops at an abandoned restaurant. "I need rest." Stay with the van, he says, unaware this choice will change everything. Inside, his condition turns terrifying. He coughs violently, blood spilling from his mouth. Hearing this, Jeff panics. Alone in the van, fear overtakes him. Acting on instinct, he jumps into the driver's seat and slams into another car. Finch sees it, but without his UV suit, he cannot step into the sunlight. Desperate, he shouts, "Bring me my suit." Jeff doesn't understand and crashes again. In agony, Finch thrusts his arm into the sunlight, his skin instantly burning. "You must grow up now," he says through pain. "I built you to protect this dog." From that moment, Finch truly trains Jeff. The robot learns fast. Soon, the van rolls smoothly under Jeff's control, and Finch watches with quiet pride and rising hope. That night, they stop in silence and light a small fire. Staring into the flames, Finch looks up at the glowing sky and murmurs, "You don't need to go to Alaska to see the aurora anymore." Curious, Jeff asks, "If sunlight is so deadly, why don't we travel at night?" Finch sighs, because nights aren't safe either. Some people survived, hiding by day, hunting by night. They'll kill for food, water, anything. As the cold sharpens, Finch's breathing weakens, and he returns to the van. Jeff stays outside, guarding the fire alone. By morning, violent coughing shatters the quiet. Jeff rushes in and finds Finch vomiting blood, shaking in pain. Gently, he wipes his face, but he knows there are no doctors left in this dead world. So Jeff makes a choice. He takes the driver's seat and moves the van forward as Goodyear watches in fear. Hours later, they reach an abandoned city. Finch lies barely breathing. Jeff and the small robot enter a deserted hospital searching for help. Jeff finds medicine and a jacket, but the smaller robot reaches for a toy and triggers a hidden trap, shattering instantly. Moments later, Finch arrives and quietly shuts the broken robot down forever. Heartbroken and furious, he snaps at Jeff. "You shouldn't have come here. This place is dangerous." Without wasting another second, they rush back to the van and speed out of the eerie, deserted town. As they drive away, a chilling sound breaks the silence. Another engine starts behind them. Someone saw them. Night falls, and in the distance, headlights begin to follow. Panic surges. Finch swerves off the highway, plunging the van down a slope and crashing beneath a bridge. The impact shatters the solar panels on the roof, their only power source. Fear grips Finch, but Jeff reacts instantly, forcing the van deeper into the shadows until it vanishes from sight. The pursuers arrive, search, and finally leave. Silence returns. Finch stares up at the broken panels in despair. They survived, but at a terrible cost. "Maybe we'll never reach San Francisco," he whispers. Jeff answers firmly, "Don't say that. I believe in you. We will reach the Golden Gate Bridge." Finch manages a faint smile, then begins a painful confession. When the world collapsed, he once searched a mall for food. Only one pack of noodles remained, until a woman and her little daughter appeared, armed and afraid. A stranger tried to steal from them. When they resisted, he shot them both. Finch ran to help and heard a sound from the girl's backpack. Inside was a tiny puppy. Guilt fills his eyes. Hunger turned people into monsters, and I just stood there. At dawn, they pack in silence and continue their journey. As they travel on, Jeff begins reading old postcards sent to Finch by his father long ago. Suddenly, a butterfly strikes the van's window. Jeff alerts Finch, who freezes in shock. Slowly, Finch stretches his hand out into the sunlight, and nothing happens. No pain, no burning. The deadly rays are gone. Overwhelmed, Finch steps outside, trembling. Another butterfly lands softly on his hand. This place is truly safe. Life has given him a second chance. Smiling through tears, he changes into his clean, formal clothes, sets up a tent beneath the open sky, eats a warm meal, and soaks in every second of peace and light he thought was lost forever. Then Jeff breaks the silence. "You lied to me. That postcard of the Golden Gate Bridge. It was from your dad, not your uncle." Finch exhales slowly. "Yes, my father was in the army. He built great bridges, but he left before I was born. I never knew him." His voice trembles. "On my 15th birthday, he sent that postcard. Said he'd meet me at the Golden Gate Bridge. I even bought this suit to impress him." He lowers his eyes. "But we never met." Holding back emotion, Finch adds softly, "Humans are strange. We ignore our dreams when we can reach them, and regret it when it's too late." Hearing Finch's story, Jeff grows emotional. "It's okay," he says softly. "We'll go there together. We'll see it as a team." Finch gives a faint smile and gently shakes his head. "No, Jeff. My time is almost over. I just need one promise. When I'm gone, you will take care of this dog." Jeff nods solemnly, sealing the promise. Finch begins playing with Goodyear, tossing the ball and calling Jeff to join, but the dog still brings it only to Finch. He chuckles weakly. "It's okay. You'll be friends soon." Suddenly, Finch coughs violently. Blood spills from his mouth. His body is failing fast. Knowing the end has come, he grips Jeff's hand and pulls him into a trembling embrace. Tears fall as Finch stumbles into the van and lies down for the last time. With fading strength, he strokes Goodyear's head, pouring every ounce of love into a final goodbye. Outside, Jeff hears the dog's heartbreaking cry and knows Finch is gone. At dawn, Goodyear mourns in silence. Remembering Finch's lessons, Jeff feeds him, cares for him, and slowly earns his trust. Together, they continue the journey. After 18 brutal hours across the wasteland, they reach the Golden Gate Bridge, Finch's lifelong dream. Jeff places Finch's postcard there and finds another note, a survivor's message and an address. Hope ignites in his eyes. With Goodyear beside him, Jeff walks forward into a new beginning. If this story touched your heart, subscribe, like, and it with your friends. We'll see you in the next video with another thrilling story. Thanks for watching.